Excuse me, who parked a bishop in my diagonal like it's a roadside tea stall?
Technically, Your Majesty, I occupy a long-range vector of influence. You merely exist in it.
Vector of influence. I call it trespassing. I pay premium rent on these squares.
Wait, are we renting squares now? Because I've been illegally jumping since move 1.
I don't even know where A3 is anymore. I took one L turn, and now I owe someone taxes.
Can everyone stop yelling? I just sat down, my back hurts, and it's only move 1.
Sir, respectfully, we've been working since opening prep. There is no sitting.
Well, since everyone is so settled, perhaps I should shake things up. Unless, of course, Your Majesty prefers chaos. Bishop to b4 with check, a fork, a check, and a statement piece.
What is this? Security. Where are my rooks?
Hey, he's attacking me too. I didn't sign up for a dual threat situation.
Ah yes, the classic multitasking. Check the king, threaten the knight, efficiency.
I will remove the problem.
Ah, a forced reaction. Predictable, yet educational.
Queen takes bishop on b4. You're evicted. I just saved everyone. You're welcome.
Pretty sure you just walked into something, but okay.
What happens when a dramatic queen, a know-it-all bishop, and an overconfident rook collide in a forced checkmate sequence? Chaos, comedy, and pure chess brilliance. Welcome to the Checkered Comedy, where animated chess meets real strategy. In today's episode, we break down the clever puzzle, Here Comes the Sun, published on April 17, 2026, on chess.com with a hilarious twist. Watch your favorite chess pieces argue, panic, and dramatically fall, all while executing a perfect tactical checkmate.
Rook to e8 with check. Target acquired. King on e1. This is my moment. Cue the background music.
Why is everyone checking me today? Is this some kind of festival?
Relax, I've got this under control.
She says that every time.
Bishop to e5. A precise interposition. Observe the elegance of my geometry. I have neutralized the rook's linear aggression.
You stood in front of a moving train and called it strategy?
Wait, so blocking checks always works, right? Like, forever?
Oh yeah, totally. Nothing bad ever happens after that.
Exactly. We're completely safe now. This position is basically winning.
Someone please tell her I'm too old for this suspense.
Wait, what suspense? Oh, my geometry.
Rook takes bishop on e5. Checkmate.
Can't move.
Can't fix this.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a forced sequence.
Ow! That escalated faster than my confusion.
Can we go home now?
Finally, peace and quiet. Someone bring me tea.
Let's dive into today's instructive puzzle. Here Comes the Sun, published on April 17, 2026, on chess.com. This is a compact but powerful tactical sequence where Black, already holding the initiative, must find a precise forcing line to deliver checkmate. The position may look chaotic at first glance, but as always in such puzzles, the key lies in identifying forcing moves, checks, captures, and threats that limit your opponent's options. The title itself hints at a moment of clarity where one brilliant idea illuminates the entire solution. And indeed, once we see the first move, everything begins to fall into place with striking elegance. Black begins with the critical move. Bishop moves from e7 to b4 with check. Now pause and appreciate the geometry of this move. The bishop doesn't merely give check, it simultaneously makes the e-file ready for the rook on a8. Importantly, this move eliminates any possibility for white to consolidate or counterattack. Alternatives like queen moves to e4 with check or rook takes bishop on a6 might look tempting at first glance, but they lack the forcing nature required to achieve checkmate quickly. The brilliance of bishop to b4 is that it compels a very specific response from white, narrowing the game into a forced tactical corridor. White has no real choice but to respond. Queen moves from a4 to b4, capturing the bishop. This is a forced move, as ignoring the check is illegal, and no other piece can interpose or capture. However, notice how this capture slightly overextends the white queen. Now black continues with precision. Rook moves from a8 to e8 with check. This is a beautiful continuation, again a forcing move. The rook now directly targets the white king on e1 along the open e-file. What's important here is the coordination. Black is systematically using checks to drive the white king into a position where checkmate becomes inevitable. Each move reduces white's defensive resources. White attempts to block the check with bishop moves from g3 to e5. This is a logical defensive try, interposing the bishop to shield the king. However, this is exactly what black has been aiming for. The bishop on e5 becomes a tactical liability. White queen could have moved 2 to block the check, but would not have added a bit of value. Black now delivers the final blow. Rook moves from e8 to e5, capturing the bishop and delivering checkmate. This is a clean and decisive finish. The rook on e5 is protected. The white king has no escape squares, and no piece can interpose or capture the attacking rook. The coordination between black's pieces is flawless, and the king is completely boxed in. This final move perfectly embodies the puzzle's theme. Here comes the sun, as the solution suddenly becomes clear and illuminating, revealing a harmonious tactical pattern that was hidden beneath the surface.
Did you see the checkmate coming before the queen did? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, and don't forget to binge more from our animated chess puzzle playlist. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.